Saturday night, the Knicks are getting ready to play the Boston Celtics in Madison Square Garden. I just want to do this little short for all of the Knicks Nation so that you guys don't get disappointed if the Knicks lose this game. You should be very well aware they're not at full strength. Boston is at full strength, and Boston is the top team in the East in terms of record by a pretty good margin. So do not be surprised. But what we're looking at tonight is to see how the Knicks compete without what? They're missing Julius Randle and OG Anunoby as well as Mitchell Robinson. Also, I saw recently a post on Twitter by Mitch Robb that looks like he's getting closer to being ready to return. What's good? What's good, Ron Cohen? Looks like he's getting closer to being able to return than people thought. I've been looking at March 8th as his return date. I'm going to stick with that. It looks like to me he's getting farther along than people realize. So the only question is tonight, how can the Knicks operate without three of their main players here when the Celtics are at full strength? Now, I looked at a report that said that Deuce McBride is questionable because of a non-COVID illness. Hoping he could play. And they got Detroit on Monday. Getting back to their old guy Grimy, but I'm hoping he could play. If he needs to take a game off, I would like him to do it Monday against Detroit rather than today against Boston. But it depends on how he's feeling. If it's an illness, it's an illness. Tonight you got Mike Bream and Doris Burke along with JJ Redick. I think I'm gonna like this crew. Of course, Stephen A. Stupid is on BSPN, and so we're going to have to hear his big mouth. I can mute it during that time. But at this point, the key, of course, for the Knicks, one of the keys is going to be first three. Jalen Brunson, being Jalen Brunson, rebounding, of course, and 3-point defense. They make a fourth one, turnovers. 3-point defense. The Celtics just blew somebody out the other day. Just shooting 3-pointers. They got out rebounded, they got out assisted, but just shooting 3-pointers. With KP in the lineup, Tatum, Brown, White, and of course Drew Holiday, they got at least, let's see, Holiday was an all-star, KP's been an all-star, Tatum's obviously all-NBA, and Brown has been an all-star and all-NBA. So they got at least 4 players that they starting 5 that's been all-stars. Okay, so that's why they rolling, and their bench is pretty deep. Pritchard is really good, better than I thought he'd be coming out of Oregon. And they got Coach Hauser over there as a 3-point specialist, and then they got the old man Al Horford, who is still really good coming off the bench. So don't be scared, don't be worried if the Knicks lose this game. To me, the yardstick is how tough can they make it for the Celtics? When they're missing their three of their top guys. And then, of course, Deuce McBride might be. He's questionable. So I don't know if he's playing or not. Be good if he could play, because then your bench would be Sims. You're going to need Sims. You're going to need, of course, Bogdanovich, Bodega. You're going to need Bodega 44, and you're going to need Deuce. I'm hoping we can get something out of Burks. Can we get something out of Burks? That's the question. Can we get something out of Burks today? Because he's been not doing anything on either side of the floor. He's not been big on the offensive end, and he's definitely not been big on the defensive end. So we're hoping we can get something out of Alec Burks tonight. Okay, it'd be nice. It'd be a nice night for us to get a big Alec Burks type of game. Okay, but I'm hoping that Tibbs keeps giving Deuce the minutes. Last game, Deuce got 21 minutes. If Deuce has got the energy, I'd like to see him get 20 minutes again tonight. I think we'd be in good shape if that happens. So let's see how this works out. And so Boston got 4 all-stars. And then Derek White is no joke either. He's really good. I mean, he could easily have been an all-star. He's really good. So then they got a deep bench. So that's why they 44-12. They got a big lead on everybody else in the East. They have to lose a lot, which is highly unlikely for them to lose the East at this point. But the race is on for second, third, and fourth seeds in the East, which the Knicks are right now in the fourth seed. And it's battling between them, Philly, and Cleveland. No, actually, them, Philly, and the Bucks for the fourth and the third seed right now. So Cleveland's got a pretty good hold on the second seed, but they can be caught. So we're going to see what we got. Again, I'm trying to just preempt all the trippers out here. Don't trip if the Knicks lose the game. Don't trip if it's close and they lose. Remember, the Knicks are shorthanded in term, and this game is not an excuse to say they're shorthanded. You need to be at full strength to be paying the top team in the East. Okay? It's not an excuse. You need to be short. You need to be full strength to come out against the top team in the East, which is the Boston Celtics. And so, again, I'm not worried about the Knicks in a 7-game series against Boston with all their strength. I'm telling you, I'm not. I think the Knicks could win that series in 6 or 7 games. I'm going to tell you right now. If the Knicks are at full strength with OG and you got Drew and you got Mitch Rob and Hartenstein and you got the full contingent on the bench, I'm not worried about Boston or anybody in the East if I'm the New York Knicks. So right now, again, we're missing certain players that we need. A little short-handed. Deuce is sick. Let's see what we can get. The thing is about and this is why it bothers me, and that's why I delete anybody coming on my channel with Tom Thibodeau hate. Look, this guy has his guys ready to scrap and fight for 48 minutes every night. Okay, he's got his guys ready to scrap and fight for 48 minutes. Whether they can win, whether they losing by 20, they're going to scrap and fight every night. And you know what? Maybe 10 years ago, y'all know, there were many games. You had to turn it off in the third quarter. It was over. Right? I mean, any of you that was Knicks fans, let's say from 2014 to now, there were many games where by the time you got to the third quarter, just turn it off. It was over already. And it was bad basketball to watch. Not with Tom Thibodeau. Every night is game 7 of the NBA Finals. Every night they're going to play, they're going to scrap until the last second till the bell goes off. So whatever, they're going to be out there fighting tonight. So let's see. The key again, rebounding. 3-point defense is going to be a key to that, which is why I'm really looking for Deuce. The ball movement with the assists will be important too, and turnovers. So we got to see what we got here. Okay. Hey, listen, I just wanted to touch base with my favorite crews, favorite fans. Some of y'all paying that, but I love y'all anyway. Saturday night, they're getting ready to tip off. Let's enjoy the game. My brothers and sisters in Knicks Nation, enjoy this game. We'll be on tomorrow between 12 and 1. You know how that roll. We'll be on tomorrow sometime. And we'll be talking about this game in this week. Yeah, so let's see how we do. But it's good that I saw Mitchell Rob out here talking like he'd be ready to play soon. I'm thinking March 8th, for real. I'm thinking March 8th he'll be ready to go. And if we can just get Mitch Rob back, there's going to be hell to pay. But we'll see. Y'all enjoy the game. Be safe out there. It's a dangerous world. Shalom.